Hi, myself Tilakaraj. I'm going to share my Python experience. I'm also learning uh, as a network engineer. I would like to start my uh, learning with Python thing because nowadays everyone is actually including the automations with respect to network configuration and troubleshooting. So I was just thinking this time I have to improve that and add that skill into my profile. So I'm going to just demonstrate to you guys today with one simple thing. Like let's say we might have a file with multiple IP CIDRs. Like basically we will have a different CIDRs, but let's say uh, there is a file like it includes with 1.1.1 and something 172.16.12.0 and 192.168.250 and 10.121.13.10 and so we have like this multiple IP address. Let's say we want to just take the we would like to filter out a couple of series like starts with 10. It is easy in Excel, but as a practice to automation preparation we can just start this thing and we can see how the Python is going to helpful for us. Okay, so this my one of the file and cider. So we got this file from someone and we have to just filter out the IP start with 10 dot. Okay, so that's our goal now. So I'm just going to create one filter 10 cider. Okay, dot python. I'm just giving it's actually dot python. I made a mistake, it's dot, it just comma. So I would like to change that extension, otherwise the file will be created as uh, you can see the difference cider dot one. So this we can keep it as a text file txt, and python for the .py extension we can get see the icon is python. So what I'm going to do in this, I need to open this file and read that file and only filter these IPs and extract and save in some different file. Okay, so first thing is we are going to open the file, open and read and filter, save in, save the file, save the file with 10 10 starting with 10 cider. Okay, let's start. So to do this we don't need any we just make sure the python is actually installed on our local PC or the machine where you are trying to do this. So installation of python you can learn from YouTube or ChatGPT. There are multiple ways you can, it is simple, you can do it on yourself if you are, if you are actually a professional engineer or if you know something how to browse in internet. So let's see, like there are multiple ways to open file. I'm going with because this function will help us to automatically open, automatically close, because there are some other ways we have to manually, like you have to mention the open and close everything, but the with function will help us to open and close automatically. So this is one of the things, so we can use always the with. Okay, open, and since I'm using Windows I would like to always keep the or raw, it's a raw output, it will this way the my Python function can read any files, otherwise we will face issue. So I actually made a mistake. R and file, the file path and comma, we are going to read as cider. You can keep any name. I just keep here the cider, the file name itself, and we can do for. There is a for function I'm going to use just to loop the file multiple times. Loop means multiple times going to read the content, and uh, every there are, you can see 12 lines, right? So when we use the for, it will all read 12 lines automatically. So for line by line we can read, so we can mention line as, and the line I just mentioned, it is also no need to keep any, it can be any name. Okay, for I, you can keep, or any name you can keep. I just, for understanding, I would like to read the file line by line, so I just keep line as in the cider. So we have the file, this file now we made as a cider. Okay, this file, hereafter if you want to use the file, you don't want to copy full location and mention in somewhere, you can just keep this whole file as a cider. So whenever you want to read that file, you can just simply mention cider. And if you see now, if I'm printing this line, we will get some output. You can see here, you can see it's reading. So as based on this line it is opening, based on this line it is reading. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we want to match the 10 series, right? So you can use the statement like if statement. So if line start with 10 dot, okay, 10 dot, and you have to always at the end you can have the colon, print. So if the line start with 10, then print what is in the line. Okay, previously when we just simply ran a for loop and print, we got everything. Now it is going to only give that start with 10. So it is one of the way easy for us. Okay, now we understood, we have this line. Okay, so right now if you want to save this information, you need some file, or like this output needs to be stored in somewhere, right? So we need some type of location to store the line information whatever we filtered on. So we can have one empty string. Okay, let's say this string name, we can have a output, it is something empty container. We can use this in our program whenever we want to save uh, any output. Okay, so right now we are getting output. To save that, we can have this type of empty container or variable. In Python people will call variable. So this output variable, we can actually, whatever the output we are getting from line starts with 10, we can save it. How? Output, and it is actually appending a plus equal and line. Okay, so what it is going to do, in the output we are going to add whatever it is coming from the line matches. Okay, so now we have this information, and if you see here, now I'm coming out of loop and printing the output, we are getting the output. See, so the same output, if you are seeing here, I'm commenting that line, so we will see what is happening. empty. No, actually here no um, empty, right? So just for understanding, nothing. The output file is empty. Output file is empty. Nothing is there. So it is at the stage. Okay. So I'm commenting out now and uncommenting this line. And after the program we wrote, we can see that it's able to filter out the 10 series. So okay, let's save as a file. Okay, we got the output. Now we have to save with, again you can with and open, you can mention any name nearly, like filtered 10 network dot txt. So we have to mention it is able to create a file. So I'm going to give w as again you can give any filtered filter 10 net. So now we are going to save the output, right? So the output is already in the output variable, like it is there. So now I'm going to just save it in that filter 10 network dot text file. So output start dot oh, now oh filter that right output. So what we are going to see, this is a file, we are making this file as a this object. So whenever you want to save any content, we don't want to mention this file file name, complete file name. We can just mention the canonical name. So this name is I'm mentioning here, and dot write, hey, whatever the output I would like to write in that file, I can mention the file name dot write. Okay, and output, what is output? The output is the content where we filtering only 10 network. So we mentioned that and print one just a message like print the 10 network filtered. So we are running now the program. Let's save this file and run. I'm not sure what is happening. I will run from here. Okay, we can see the file is created. So this is a simple program, guys. Thanks for watching.